It's been a seminal week across the world as far as sports is concerned. It started on Tuesday when Junior Krupi scored the goal that delivered Arsenal's first Premier League trophy in 22 years, concluding the Premier League contest for the season. And a couple of hours ago, we have seen the Black Stars of Ghana lose to Mexico by 2-1 in that international friendly. In between, Pep Guardiola has confirmed he's leaving Manchester City after a decade in charge of the Citizens. Man United have also confirmed Michael Carrick as their new manager for the long term. We'll look at Pep Guardiola's legacy. Welcome to this morning's edition of Prime Sports Extra. My name is Victor Achutamaklu. Today, my two friends, Daniel Cranton and Razak Musbao, are not available. They were on commentary duty a couple of hours earlier when we brought you the Black Stars friendly versus Mexico. It didn't go as well as we thought it would go, but no lie, because I really did not expect too much. But the first conversation we're going to have today is about the Right to Dream Academy. A lot of you know them to be a football factory, but how many of you knew about the science projects that go on there, the wonderful curriculum, especially and specifically the bit about robotics? And I think that's a beautiful story worth telling, because they're not only doing it there, they are excelling on the biggest of stages. And this morning, I have got the honor of being in the company of the bright minds and the people impacting the knowledge into the bright minds to go and excel. So I've got three people from the Right to Dream Academy. The first is Ayele. I hope I got the name right.
That's right.
Good morning. How are you doing?
I'm doing well.
Please speak up.
I'm all right.
When you're teaching the kids in the classroom, sometimes some of them stubborn academies, so you have to shout small. I'm sure you do that.
Yeah, for sure.
So speak in that tone.
All right.
Your name is Ayele?
Yes.
Full name?
Ayele Commodore Mensah.
Commodore Mensah.
Yes.
Right. She is an instructor or teacher. What's the right word for your position at Right to Dream?
I'm a teacher.
You're a teacher?
Yes.
What do you teach?
I teach ICT and robotics.
Right.
Yes.
Well, she is significant for today's conversation because she's one of those who made it possible for the two sitting to my immediate left to deliver the excellence that got them to the world stage for the 2026 World Robotic Championships. And I'm talking here about Bright and Theresa. Bright, good morning. Congratulations. How are you doing?
Okay, fine.
Speak a bit loud. I like a bit of noise when you are in this seat because it's very early in the day. And you see the way the rains have fallen. Everyone is slowly getting out of here. So we need to warm them up. Bright, what's your full name?
Bright Oko.
Bright Oko.
Oko.
Right. And Theresa?
Theresa Yeboah.
Theresa Yeboah. Right. You will lead a conversation for us this morning. Now, I have spoken about the 2026 World Robotics Championships. You were there. What is it about?
Okay, so it's a challenge that is done annually.
Yeah.
In October, the students are given a challenge to build a robot that solves a problem. And this year, the problem was about building bridges. So their robot is designed to build a bridge and then transport an object over the bridge. And
wait, they have to build a robot?
Yes.
That builds a bridge?
Yes.
And then transports an object over the bridge?
Yes.
And these two did it?
Yes, and there are some more people in the group, so it's a whole collective effort. Yes.
That's impressive.
Yes. And then we also had another group of people who worked on the AI for Good challenge, which is what we see being displayed. Right. And that was about an agriculture challenge where they had to plant seeds and harvest fruits. And we also had another set of students working on it, and we also delivered right here in Ghana.
My mind is blown away because when I was in school, the only practical aspect of the chemistry, biology classes that we did was the litmus test.
Yeah.
And sometimes when you have to, proof of oxygen and how it supports burning. That's what I remember from GSS. That's the sum of the science that I remember. So obviously, I really admire what they have done. But Bryce, let me come to you. So which aspect of this did you do? The construction of the robot itself, or?
Yeah, I built some of the robots. And we also did the AI for Good challenge.
How difficult is that? How old are you?
I'm 14.
Christ. You're just 14 and you're building robots. So how difficult was this?
We found some challenges like the acceleration and the time. When after building a robot, when we started programming the robot to do the work, after doing the programming, we were done with the programming, but the timing and the speed was not that enough.
When you say timing, you mean it doesn't move as quickly as
we were supposed to finish the work in another 2 minutes, but we finished like 3 minutes. So we're trying to reduce the...
Wait, repeat that. You said you were supposed to finish in what time?
2 minutes.
Yes.
But our robot was finishing like another 3 minutes.
Okay.
So we were trying to reduce the time. But when you try to add some speed, like to do different things because the angles to change.
Okay.
So we were finding some challenges. Then after all, we did it well and it worked.
Was that your first time working on a project like this?
No.
And so, because you've done it before, finding solutions even when the acceleration and the time, as you put it, were not what you thought it would be, was not too difficult?
Yeah, it's not that challenging.
And how long did that take?
I think a day.
See, Obiani talent. Don't be discouraged if you're at home. These kids will show you that it is possible. We love the things that we do, but things like this, yeah, I like it. And I like the level of intelligence that is required because irrespective of what generation you belong to, these things are not normal for us Ghanaians. That like to have JSS or secondary school kids creating stuff like this. They are not everyday things. You'll only find them in some selected schools in Ghana. And that's why I'm very impressed that Right to Dream is doing this. Teresa, talk to me about your experience in, because look, the fact, what she said still, I'm still trying to process it. So you have to build a robot that builds the bridge and then another robot that is able to carry objects over it. Was that not too daunting for you?
No. Depending on how we built our robot, it was easy for us because we're using 2 grabbers.
2
grabbers.
What's a grabber?
This thing.
Okay.
The lift.
Right.
So then it goes up and down. This one helps it to go up and down, and this one helps it to open and close.
So because it has 2, you say they are called grabbers?
Yeah.
For uneducated minds like me, I would like to go with lifts. because you have 2 of the grabbers, it sort of can complete multiple tasks at the same time. And that was a trick.
Yeah.
How many times had you tried this before coming to the point where you realized for this project? And what's the name of this device?
We are using EV3 now, but the name we gave to the robot was Aurora.
Aurora. Okay. Don't confuse it with the Aurora lights. There's no similarities there. But how often did you have to work on and other projects to get to the point where now you're seeing the expertise? So he has explained the difference of how to get it to work and deliver the acceleration and the time that they want. You have also explained its capacity to carry multiple objects at the time. How did you get to this point where, at your age, you are able to tell the difference between what projects can complete what tasks and what you need to do to modify it to perform the task that you want?
So then every round, you're supposed to complete it in 2 minutes.
Right.
So then we have to build something that is fast. And our first robot that we built, we were using 1 lift. And then it was a bit slow. Then we needed to change the robot. Like we needed something that can make it fast and also make it work. So then we decided to use 2 grabbers. That made us complete the task on time.
This is wonderful. And I'm sure you do with a lot of brilliant minds.
Yes.
But to the extent that they can take it to a global platform, the World Robotics Championships, and then excel there, that takes something special.
Yes, and they're already talented. It takes a lot to be able to play football and also excel in school, doing extracurricular things like the robotics. So these are a wonderful group of students we have at the academy. And we do our very best to allow them the space to explore, show their character, have them build on their talent, and raise them up to become the best they can be, the best adults they can be.
Right. Look, if you just tuned in, you're right at home. You're not mistaken. You're not on the wrong channel. This is Joy Prime. This is Sports Extra, and we're having a sports conversation. It is about the Right to Dream Academy. A lot of you only identify with the academy when it comes to football or know them for football. What you also don't know is that they have a world-class science curriculum there, particularly the ICT and robotics aspect. I've known about it for years. Never really had any intimate knowledge of it until today. And we're here having today's conversation because the kids there and their teachers have gone to excel at the 2026 World Robotics Championships. And we need to highlight that aspect of it as much as we talk about the Mohamed Kuduses, Ibrahim Osmans, and all of the brilliant talents that they have blessed this country with, because this is also equally important. And to help me have that conversation, I've had Ayele, who is a teacher there, then Theresa, Bright, of course, two of the many excelling minds from the school. Yeah, so this is not the only competition. Apart from this, there was the AI Good Youth, right?
AI for Good Robotics Youth Challenge.
Right. Look, congratulations on that. Just talk to me about, for those who don't know much about what you have there, what goes into, what's the school like? If someone wants to join, not just to come there and play football, because there are very brilliant minds there who are also good at football, but sometimes cannot find the meeting points because the schools that they go to may not provide that football platform, or the football academies they go to may not have that science-heavy curriculum that develops that side as well.
Okay, so at the Right to Dream Academy, you don't come, you are selected.
Right.
And it's by virtue of you showing your talent, first of all in football and also in academics. But then most importantly, what ties it together is the character. We don't just look at football and academics, but your character, being able to thrive with the other students you come and meet there. So after you come in, you get the football education and you also get the school. And it's not just the normal math and English that we know, but then you also have STEM education such as this.
Yeah.
And the amazing thing is, it's not just for boys. We also have a world-leading girls program, being the first female academy in Africa. That's a huge thing. And it's because of that we have girls like Theresa being in.
Yes. I would want to have a kid like Theresa, sharp minds like that, who are doing wonderful things at their age. Yeah. You see, my director and producer are... Who needs enemies with friends like the two of you? But before we end the conversation, though, how does someone enroll in the academy? You spoke about the fact that someone doesn't walk into the academy finds you. Yes. How does the academy find me?
Well, so every year, our scouts go around the country and even West Africa, holding scouting events, having kids come around to come and play football. And once you are spotted as a talent, you are brought in for a residential trial. And there you go through some tests, school and football as well. And we also observe you for your character, which is very important. So if your character falls short in some areas, we would see if, well, you can go home and come again next time. But then no one has to pay. Everything is free. Just show your talent, show who you are, be yourself, and the academy will take you in.
Look, but it's free, right?
It's free. Everything is free.
Wonderful. You should come back. Maybe at the beginning of the next academic year, you should come back and let's have a wonderful conversation about this, because the football is nice. It changes lives. But there are those who also have been forced into sacrificing their ambitions because they did not find the structure or the environment around them that accommodates both the academic ambition and the sporting one and develops both. And that's why stories or conversations like this excites me. Right, congratulations again.
Okay.
Theresa, salutes. You've done very, very well. And to you, Ayele, as well. Teaching kids is hard work. Kids can be stubborn. Kids can be stubborn, and so it takes a lot of heart to be able to impact the knowledge and also reform the character. Enough of the talk for me. We're going to end the conversation by hearing from the two excellent minds here. They will share their aspirations and what they want to become, so that you watching at home, if you're a kid, you can also be inspired. Bright, have the first go. What do you want to be in the future?
I want to be more than a footballer. I can also be an engineer in the future for my idea and creativity and critical thinking in what I did. when I was small. So I can be an engineer more than a footballer.
Wonderful. And I'll be praying for you that you realize those dreams. He wants to be more than a footballer. So he will be a footballer, but also he says he wants to be an engineer. Teresa?
So in our school, there is a phase that after assembly, we say we are more than a footballer. And basically, me starting with this, I think I also want to be an engineer. Yeah.
Wonderful. When the two of you go, you see the people who went on the spaceship to NASA and then came back, you have to make that trip. Yeah. With potential like this, there's nothing below. There's nothing beyond you. There's not. My producer says I should tell you that the difference is that you two will become the first to play football in space.
Inshallah.
Yeah, it's going to happen. Teresa, I like the energy. Bright, well done again. Thank you very much for joining us. Aile, before you go, any final words to your viewers and your students, those who were not able to join us?
Yes, kudos to them. We have conquered the world the first time, but we have one coming ahead of us in July. That's the AI for Good Global Challenge. So we promise that we are going to do very well there and bring the Global Cup to Ghana.
Oh, for that one, the week before you go, this one, I will beg the producer on your behalf, come.
Okay.
And when you are coming, bring the trophies again. Okay. And let's pray for all of you to go and excel and come. Because as for the science bits here, I know you have prepared the team. This is proof that you've prepared them well. If you've won one, you can do it again. Yeah. So come before is that the first week of July?
Yes.
Yes. Come one of the Saturday mornings. Let's have a beautiful conversation. And then when you return, you come back. Sure. Thank you very much. This is Prime Sports Extra. My name is Victor Achutanaklo. We needed to have this conversation. It was important. But with that out of the way, we will now look back on the life of Pep Guardiola as a Manchester City boss. He's left the club, or he's leaving at the end of this season after 10 years of service. We're going to show you some best bits of his time at Eastlands with Manchester City. Welcome back. That was Pep Guardiola speaking there. He's had a wonderful time. He's had a wonderful time at Eastlands. Well, the next leg of conversation will feature two guests, Elom to my immediate left and to my far left, Ibrahim, to look back on Pep Guardiola's career at Manchester City and how he compares to the greats who have coached in the Premier League era. Good morning, gentlemen. And
good morning, Archie, for having us.
Elom, first of all, just summarize Pep's time at Manchester City. If you were to use one word first before your summary view of him, one word that describes Pep.
Pep has been, how will I even describe him? Should I say, let me just say superhuman.
Superhuman.
Because he came to change the face of English football. Yep.
Ibrahim, one word?
I'll say perfect.
Perfect.
Yeah, as a City fan, just imagine Pep Guardiola not being in our history in the last 10 years.
Are you a City fan?
Yes, exactly.
Right.
I'm a City fan. So before he came, we were struggling in a place in the Champions League. Even if we qualify, like getting into the knockout stage was extremely difficult for us. But when he came, he changed the narrative. At some point in time, a lot of people were saying because of Yaya Toure case, he cannot win the Champions League for Manchester City. Look at how he did it. He did it in a very, very nice fashion. So I think Pep Guardiola in our history will go down as the best manager that has ever coached Manchester City.
How does he compare to Elom? How does he compare to the great managers of the Premier League era, specifically Sir Alex Ferguson? Because I've seen some commentary that he's the greatest to have coached in the Premier League, or even, there are some who have even extended it beyond the Premier League conversation to say, as far as coaching in England is concerned, and what they did over the length of their stay there, he's the best to have done it. Between himself and Ferguson.
Between himself and Ferguson, I would, as a Manchester United fan, there's no way that I would choose Pep over Alex Ferguson. The eras are different. Pep's era and then Sir Alex Ferguson's era are two different things altogether. Pep started when those days when Sir Alex Ferguson was coaching. The best formation that they play was the 4-4-2 formation, and these are like the expansive football that they play. When Pep came in, he started with this tiki-taka as style that they play at Barcelona. He used that at Bayern Munich, then he came to English football. Then he now came to change the face of English football in the last decade. that is different from what Sir Alex Ferguson did. But we, the Manchester United fan, we hold Sir Alex Ferguson in the highest esteem. Because yesterday, Pep said Sir Alex texted him because when he also heard the news that he'll be leaving Manchester City, he texted him and congratulated him and tell him to stay by. If there's anything that he can help the club do, he can stand by and then help them do it. But there's no way I'm taking Pep Guardiola over Sir Alex Ferguson.
Ibrahim?
Yeah, actually, I regard Pep Guardiola as the greatest manager of all time in the history of the English Premier League.
Right.
Yes, because when he came into Manchester City, the mentality of the team itself had to be changed. He went the extra mile of changing the mentality of Manchester City, especially in the Champions League. Because during the era of Manuel Pellegrini, the best place for City in the Champions League was the semi-finals, which they got eliminated against Monaco. That was the best finish. So, like, you needed a certain coach who will come, who has won it before, who has the balls to come and change the mentality of the players to get them to the level that he wanted them to get. And he coming into Man City, he was not coming to just win the Premier League. Because if you look at the era of Manuel Pellegrini, he won it, and also the era of Mancini, he also won the Premier League. So winning the Premier League was not, what Manchester City were, chasing. It was the Champions League. And when he came, he did it in a grand fashion for Man City. And also, looking at how his system of play, he has changed the philosophy of how people play their football now in England. He introduced the ball-playing goalkeeper. He brought Claudio Bravo, it didn't work. He brought Ederson, and it's worked for him. And look at the dominance with, the ball-playing goalkeeper. Very perfect, starting the attack from the back, and everything was, flawless for, Manchester City. Even when England was doing very well in the World Cup and also in the Euros, you can attribute the performance of, England to certain players who were playing for Man City. And if you look at how Pep, changed certain players, how they were playing, and how Pep has added a bit of touch to them, you can clearly see that Pep has done enough. And he has worked with a lot of generation. The era of Yaya Toure and Sergio Aguero, he worked with them. The era of Fernandinho and others, he worked with them. And now the current generation, he worked with them, and he has won the Premier League back-to-back 4 times, something that has never happened in the history of the Premier League. And also in 2013, when he was winning the Premier League, he didn't win it with any other point but 100 points, scoring 100 plus goals. So such manager should be regarded in high esteem, should be seen as the greatest manager of all time, looking at what he has done. You understand? Because winning the Premier League back-to-back is not an easy thing. And since he came into the Premier League from 2016 up to now, he has won the Premier League more than all the teams combined. In the last 10 years, he won it 6 times. And the other teams who have won it 4 times. So how can you, say that coach is not the greatest of all time? Just imagine he had the 26 years that Alex Ferguson did at Manchester United. He will have won more than 20 Premier League for Manchester City and also
more than 20.
Yes, he will win more than 20.
But he's done 6 in 10. So if you extrapolate, the next
almost
20 years will provide close to 12 thereabouts.
Okay, let me say almost. So I think.
The next 10, sorry.
Okay, the next
12.
Yeah, so I think almost. So it's almost a number that is getting to 20. So I think he has done very, very well. When he came, we had a lot of criticism.
What tips the balance in his favor? Because a lot of these things you're saying, Ferguson did same. Changing the mentality of the Man United team, winning the Premier League multiple times. In fact, he did back-to-back twice.
Only 3 times
back-to-back. But not 4 times.
About twice. In terms of the title haul, he has far more than Pep.
Yeah.
The most in the history of the Premier League.
Exactly.
So what exactly did Pep do that Ferguson did not do that tips in his favor?
You see, actually, you cannot compare Man City to Manchester United in terms of greatness. Because even before he joined Manchester City, a lot of people were seeing Man City to not be in the top 6. If you are going to, rate the top 4 Premier League clubs as at that time, you will not even want to include Manchester.
But they were. Before Pep joined, City had won 3 of the last 5 or 6 Premier League titles.
Yes.
So 2011, then under Mancini. Then Manuel Pellegrini also won it for them.
Even with that, you cannot say, like, there is a legend of the club. You understand? Someone who has done...
Really?
Yes, like...
Mancini won City's first league title in about 40 years.
Yes. Fine.
That doesn't make him a legend?
To me, it doesn't. Oof. Because if you look at the kind of football that Pep plays, it's something that you can sit back and enjoy. That's the style of football.
You can say there are levels to it. Mancini is a legend because for what he did, for the guy who broke the glass ceiling, it's like someone saying because Arteta has just one Premier League title, like him or not, it takes him into legendary status.
I agree.
It's the first in 22 years.
I agree. But just imagine Pep was the one, like coaching City at the time of Mancini. Do you know what he would have done? Even Barcelona that he was coaching us at that time in Spain, looking at all the competition and everything, he was able to, win the league and also be the first coach to win the treble for FC Barcelona. So just look at the pedigree, just look at the experience of the coach, just look at the work that he has done. He has added a lot of tact to certain players. Look at him standing back at Liverpool. He was very poor. His finishing was not that accurate. But when he came to City, you can clearly see that something has been added to Raheem Sterling's play. Oh, exactly.
Because Sterling was hitting double digits for consecutive seasons.
But he was missing a lot of chances.
Sterling has never changed.
Sterling has changed. When he joined City, we all saw how Sterling is playing. There are certain goals that...
You know what?
The Sterling that we all
We've got a few guys on the Zoom. The Zoom ID is on the crawler, on the Slack there. So join the Zoom link. And for those of you who have joined, turn on your video, right? And once you do that, Mubarak will notify me and then we'll have a conversation with you inside the studio. So you've heard Ibrahim explain brilliantly why he thinks Pep Guardiola is the greatest of all time as far as the Premier League is concerned. He's mentioned the titles, he's mentioned the centurion of Premier League points, 2018. He's mentioned the quadruple or the 4 peats, I beg your pardon. He's mentioned winning the treble in the Champions League season for Manchester City and all of that. Compelling case. Elom, let me come back to you on what makes Ferguson the greatest before we go to the Zoom line.
You see, before Pep Guardiola came in, somebody has already laid the foundation. That was Mancini, then Pellegrini before Pep Guardiola came in. And Ferguson was at a point, I think his first 3 seasons at Manchester United, he was nearly sacked. Then the 4th season, he was able to position the team in the middle of the table where they allow him continue what he started. And from there, then he started picking up, and then delivered for Manchester United, positioning Manchester United in that that position of the top 3 clubs in the world before leaving. Pep Guardiola, before he came in, there was a team in place. I think...
But he overhauled it.
Yeah, but there was a team in place. We all agree that there was a team in place because the team that he came to meet won the Premier League.
That was the year Pep came.
Yes.
City were not the defending champions.
No. I'm saying that when he took over from Pellegrini, right?
Yeah.
Pellegrini won the Premier League.
Right.
But the following season, he couldn't win it. That was the season that he was sacked and then Pep came in. So the team that he came to meet was the winning team. They were the team that won the league a year before that he came in. So we can say that he came to meet, though when he came in, he developed his own playing style, like we all know it, a very boring tactics because they do these short passes. Players are not allowed to do their, what is the name, their flair, like they are not allowed to dribble and all those things because you have to give short passes, move and all that. Their football is a bit boring, but that's how he is. And we all like him like that. So we can say that he is the one who came to do, start that revelation for Manchester City. Because it started before he came in. The only thing that he came in with was his playing style. That's what we will give to him. And if Pep were to stay, let's say he won the Premier League 4 times in a row. Then last season he wasn't able to win it. Liverpool won it. Then this season Arsenal won it. If he should stay for another season again, I don't think he will win it.
Really?
He will not win it. The reason being that...
He almost won the title.
Wait, before he won the 4th one, he was struggling. Because I don't know if his type of players were no more in the market. He get a talent, he will buy the talent. When they come, then he will either change the position of the players or he will keep them on the bench. He started struggling with that. Then, unfortunately, Arsenal slept that season because Arsenal was the one leading that season before they slept. You recall that Southampton game where they play, I think 2-2 draw or something like that. Then they gave up on the title and Man City won. Then last season, Liverpool won, and this season too, we all say that when I think January of the season, City comes up and they win all their matches, and that's the end of everybody. I told everybody that will not work this season.
It didn't happen. But Ferguson also lost some league titles.
Oh yeah, he did.
Remember the season, City, in fact, City's first Premier League title.
Yeah.
It was because with 8 games to go, United bottled a significant advantage they had. Remember the 4-4 draw with Everton?
Oh yeah.
You see?
At Old Trafford.
What?
But again, the Zoom link is on. If you have joined, please turn on your camera. I'm told a number of you have joined on the Zoom link. If we have any of them, let's put them on. But please turn on your camera and then let's have a conversation on what you make of Pep Guardiola's legacy in the Premier League and where he ranks amongst the greats. In the studio, we've had a conversation about who is the better or has the bigger legacy, Pep Guardiola or Manchester City, who's the greatest of all time as far as Premier League managers are concerned. Ibrahim has argued spiritedly for Pep Guardiola. Elom seems to think it is Sir Alex Ferguson. Question is on. Question, good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Yes, please turn on your camera. Please turn on your camera. Charlie. But why you go hide for? Because it's been more than a month since you joined us on the show.
Yeah, I was very, very busy. Yeah, very busy.
Or because your team was not winning, you went into hibernation. Now that the season has ended, you're back. Because Chelsea fans, you like that a lot.
No, I was very busy every week. Every weekend I was very busy. So.
Okay. What do you make of this conversation that we're having between Pep Guardiola and Sir Alex Ferguson? Who is the greatest of all time in the Premier League?
Very difficult question. But I wish Sir Alex Ferguson was in this era. It would have been very, very interesting. Imagine Sir Alex Ferguson was among the coaches. Like probably this season we have Arteta, we have Pep, we have the likes of there's Antonio Conte and others. But I think I'll just give it to Sir Alex Ferguson because probably what he did at Manchester United at this time, he has the likes of like competing with the likes of Arsene Wenger, great coaches. But I think I'll probably give him the greatest coach, the greatest coaching.
Okay. Charlie, Arsenal have also won the league. Your club Chelsea have got a new manager in Xabi Alonso. Any thoughts on Alonso's before you leave us?
Yeah, I think if Xabi Alonso is given all the freedom that he needs, all the players that he needs, is probably going to be the he's going to have an impact in Chelsea. That is what I think, because from the likes from when he was at Leverkusen, we all saw what he did there. So when he's given that freedom to sign the players he wants, I think he's probably going to be make an impact in Chelsea. Yeah.
Okay. Prosper is joining us. Prosper, would like to hear your thoughts on the Pep versus Alex Ferguson conversation. Once we wrap it up, the final 10 minutes will be on Chelsea and Arsenal, Alonso's appointments, and of course, Arsenal Premier League champions. Prosper, good morning and welcome back. Prosper. Or because the manager you wanted was not hired, you are shy. Prosper is on. Prosper, Charlie.
Okay, I'm not shy.
Unmute.
Sure, I did.
Pep or Alex Ferguson?
Just a minute, let me.
Yes, Charlie. You, Prosper, you know the deal. Why are you doing this? Just turn down, in fact, turn off the TV and talk to me through the camera. Also, sit well. Okay, Prosper. Turn off the TV and then talk to me through the device you've called on. I don't know if it's an iPad, laptop, or your phone. And make a landscape so that we can see your face properly. All the angles will show. So, Prosper.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay.
Fire away. Oh, I wanted you to make a landscape, but you know lie. Let's go.
So you were saying something?
Yeah, I was asking, between Pep Guardiola and Sir Alex Ferguson, who has the better Premier League legacy?
I think this conversation is pretty much, but we must always have.
It's not premature. We've seen Alex Ferguson. Pep's tenure in the Premier League has ended. 10 years of body of work, 6 Premier League titles, the only manager to win 100 points, most goals ever in the Premier League. There is enough body of work to compare. That's why I said, in the context of the Premier League.
You know, they were in different era. If you look at Pep's era, it's different from Ferguson's era.
Okay.
Now, the way football is being played is different from the way football was played when Ferguson was there. But I think Ferguson has done a great job at Man United that we cannot compare Pep to it for now. Maybe if Pep is to stay for about another 5, 6 to 10 years, we can bring that position. But for now, Pep is a great coach. No argument about it. But I think I'll give it to Ferguson.
Okay. Prosper is the last we're going to take on the Pep and Ferguson conversation, because the next 15 minutes we're going to talk about Arsenal. And at this point would allow more of the Arsenal fans to come and gloat, to, to brag because they've won the Premier League title. So, okay, Jackson has gone off. But yeah, if you're an Arsenal fan, the Zoom ID is there. The details are there. You can quickly log on and then let's have a conversation about what you make of the season, the feeling of being Premier League champion for the first time in 22 years. And I reckon for a number of you, this is the first time that you're celebrating a Premier League title win with Arsenal. You probably were 10 or 8 when the club first won the Premier League title. Of course, for the older generation, a lot of you must have seen it, and the Invincibles and a few more before then. But yeah, join us on Zoom. Join us and let's have that conversation on Arsenal and Mikel Arteta. Jackson, good morning and welcome. Where are you joining us from? Where are you joining us from? And please turn on your camera, yeah? Aha.
Yeah, I think.
I'm told your name is not Jackson. Your name is Golf, right?
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Help me with the correct pronunciation of your name.
Gafaru.
Gafaru, okay.
Yeah.
Gafaru, you're an Arsenal fan.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Charlie, congratulations to you. And
thank you.
To Arsenal.
Go Arsenal. You see, what Arteta has done is incredible. It's incredible. Not conceding goals, and then like our goal scoring was not, but at least down so far. We are just hoping that on 30th we can beat Paris Saint-Germain and do the double. And do the double. Paris Saint-Germain, it's not easy. It's not easy. But try it.
You have won the Premier League. It's not enough. You won the Champions League.
Oh, I won the Champions League too. And what team can give Paris like 2 goals and then and take a Champions League?
You think it's that easy?
You give them like 2 goals there. No lie.
Give Paris like 2 goals and the Champions League.
Charlie, congratulations, Gafaru. Let's take others on the Zoom.
Okay.
When you join, please turn on your camera, and turn off the volume on your TV sets and just talk to me through the device with which you've joined, and let's have the conversation. Ubarak, who do I have on the line? Big Ike, please turn on your camera, turn off the volume, or in fact, turn it down. If possible, turn off the TV and talk to me on the device you've connected. Big Ike, are you an Arsenal fan?
No.
Aha. Charlie, if it's possible, landscape, but no lie. But you're an Arsenal fan and you are wearing a Real Madrid jersey.
Yes, I'm a Madrid fan.
Big guy, we can hardly hear you. So if you can fix your sound. Fatih, please turn on your video, yeah? Fatih, turn on your video and turn down the volume of your television, and then let's have the conversation. But guys, look, Arsenal have played a blinder. A lot of people doubted them. I certainly did, but they've managed to get it over the line. And first Premier League title in 22 years. Arteta tried.
Yeah. He has tried very, very well. We have to congratulate them. Even me sitting down here, I also doubted them. Because of what they've done previously, that was what I used to doubt them. But if you look at, in the last 10 games, they were playing like champions. Even when the going gets tough for us now, they will find a way to win. Yeah. That's how champions play. So even with that glimpses, I was still doubting them until the last game that the last game that City failed to win, that gave them the opportunity to win the Premier League. So we have to give it up to for Mikel Arteta, because if you look at Mikel Arteta, time at Arsenal, he has done so well. You understand? Because the Premier League was something that they needed badly. A lot of coaches came, they couldn't win it, and Mikel Arteta has, go the extra mile, make sure that he has changed certain mentality of the player. Because if you look at this current squad of Arsenal, they don't have any they don't have a player who has won the Premier League, with the exception of Gabriel Jesus, who won it with Manchester. So it was very hard for him to, psych them, to let them play in a certain way that could get them the trophy. But he used his experience that he had, things that he has learned from Pep Guardiola. So me that is a City fan, I'm happy for him, because he is coming from the Pep philosophy.
No, he doesn't come from the Pep.
He comes from. He was an assistant manager for.
It doesn't mean that he
hated from that.
If you watch the football Arsenal play, is it in any way similar to Man City?
It's not, but he has taken some motivation from Pep Guardiola. You cannot say he doesn't.
You like that thing too much.
Oh, actually.
Then by virtue of that, all of the coaches from Laurent Blanc, who coached PSG, Marcus, all of the coaches Ferguson produced, then they were also inspired by Ferguson.
At least they will be inspired by his mentality.
Arteta is more Mourinho than Pep. If you watch Arteta's team,
I know, but he has added some Pep style to Mourinho.
In the 7 years that Arteta has coached, there was only one season that they played football similar to Pep's. That was the Partey Xhaka season. Apart from that, every other season has been functionality, pragmatism.
Fine. Even with the pragmatic style that he has adopted from Mourinho.
It's no Pep. It's no Pep.
Oh, actually, you see sometimes the mentality. I'm coming.
But Mourinho also had a winning mentality.
Exactly.
It's not Pep.
Fine. But when the going gets tough, Pep Guardiola doesn't easily give up. You understand? He stand on the touchline, motivate the players. That's what he has taken from Pep Guardiola.
Arteta is his own man.
Don't
claim.
If you ask him face to face, he will tell you that he has taken inspiration from Pep Guardiola.
Even the almighty Pep Guardiola in his last few years, you saw him against Arsenal. Yeah, he was playing, I think, 5 defenders or something. He was trying to
at the Emirates.
Yeah, at the Emirates.
First leg.
He was trying to defend. Meanwhile, that's not Arteta.
Every game and
that's not Pep. No. Pep Guardiola, whether you are scoring him, he is leading. He's still playing.
Let's focus on Arsenal's title win and the significance of.
So Arteta, he did very well. So I'm a Manchester United fan, but I said my biggest inspiration now comes from Mikel Arteta. So I'm going to frame Mikel Arteta's picture and put in my room.
Masa, we don't.
Yes. No. The reason why I'm doing that is when he took over for Unai Emery, he failed the first season, failed the second season, and then started showing glimpses of what he would do in the third season. Then the fourth season, then he started competing for the title. Now he finished behind Manchester City. The fifth season he finished behind Manchester City, and now he won it. So that's a very big inspiration for me.
You don't know the team you support.
Yes. No. I'm taking inspiration from the individual. I'm not taking inspiration from Arsenal. Arsenal winning the title.
There was a period where it will be pardonable for United manager to go 4 seasons without winning the league. That time is gone.
Oh, yeah.
Carrick. If Carrick comes and after 2 years, the league is not coming and we are not anywhere closer, bye-bye.
No.
That's your... No. Alfred is joining us on the Zoom. Hi, Alfred. Please turn on your camera. Let's talk. But Arsenal, inspiration for Man United. It's a joke.
I'm not saying for Manchester United. I said me.
Alfred, please turn on your camera, yeah? Oh, see, Alfred, all the Arsenal fans from Fatih to Johnson. Fatih to Johnson. Alfred is finally on. Masa, you've won Premier League title. Come and you up to...
They are scared to you.
Oh, Alfred has gone off. Alfred's network is bad, but...
Or they don't believe that they've won the Premier League.
He said...
Don't they have the belief that they've won the Premier League? Well, it has been long.
You don't even know how to celebrate.
Oh, Charlie.
But Charlie, Arsenal fans, enjoy.
They should learn from us.
Enjoy this one. It's been fun trolling Arsenal for years, but next season we'll still troll you again. Because next season Man United will win the league.
At long last.
Tariq.
At long last,
At
long last, they will celebrate their championship winning on social media.
Oh, it doesn't matter. I mean, as for the league title, when you win it, nobody can tell you how to celebrate.
No,
wherever they want to celebrate, they will celebrate.
You forgot the invisible. When they won the title, there was no Twitter and all those things. So now
the bulk of United's titles too were before the social.
Yeah. No. By 2013, you forgot. 2013, social media was there, so we all celebrated.
But it wasn't that big.
2011 and 2013 is only two that United have celebrated. Anyway, thank you very much for joining us on Prime Sports Extra. We'll be back next week on Saturday. Remember, next week Saturday, we're all meeting at the Aviation Social Center for the Hits FM Rep. In fact, that's where we'll bring you this show. Have a good weekend.